And a big victory for Uber in the UK. A London judge ruled that the ride-hailing service is, quote, fit and proper to operate in the city. Last year, regulators revoked Uber's licence to operate in London over safety concerns, but the company's cars were allowed to continue to pick up riders during a court review. And that's your latest business flash. Guy, Alex?
Thank you very much indeed, Rodika. Yeah, that court ruling coming as a relief, many would argue, Alex, to what is a difficult story for transport in London already. It does come with 21 conditions, though, this extension to the licence. But it would have been likely that there would have been an appeal anyway, so it would have been likely that Uber would have carried on being able to operate. Yeah, 45,000 licensed Uber drivers in London, 3.5 million regular passengers in London. That's pre-COVID numbers.
Well, sure. I just love the fit and proper. Like, it's such a great way to, issue the ruling there. I don't feel like we'd say that in the U.S., but what I also find interesting is many were looking to London as well as California when they made the labor laws for the workers and the freelance workers for Uber and Lyft to sort of set their own guidelines. So I wonder how much broader impact it does have on the stock, not just for London, but in that there's just no template now for other countries that want to suppress the growth of Uber or Lyft or their own ride-hailing service taxis, if they'll be able to do that, because there is no precedence now.
I would agree with that. However, you do certainly get the sense, particularly from those two jurisdictions and increasingly others, that the gig economy is being pushed back. And I wonder whether or not this is going to be something as well we hear increasingly were we to end up with a Biden administration. And it comes back to a subject we've been talking about a lot over the last few days, which is the sort of the growing strength of labour within the economy and whether or not labour can reassert itself. And this would certainly be one of those cases in which you could certainly see companies like Uber, and there are plenty of others as well, that ultimately have to change the way these contracts work.
Yeah, even funnier because some of the workers don't want to be classified as actual workers. They like the freelance gigs. That's an interesting turn of events there as well. All right, well, coming up, we're going to talk about the future of the Affordable Care Act. It is becoming a major issue with President Trump's new Supreme Court pick. We're going to discuss how the choice affects the healthcare sector. We'll talk